Our leaders from across Asia have been sending their congratulations to President-elect Donald Trump on his victory. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. underscoring the importance of the U.S.-Philippine relationship, adding that Mr. Trump's robust leadership will result in a better future. Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto voiced his support, saying he looks forward to working more closely with Washington to achieve global peace and stability. A local Indonesian media report that Mr. Prabowo could meet outgoing President Joe Biden on his upcoming trip to the United States. He might also meet Mr. Trump. While Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim calling Mr. Trump's return to power a remarkable political comeback. Japan's Prime Minister extending his congratulations to Mr. Trump in a phone call. Shigeru Ishiba describing the U.S. President-elect as, quote, very friendly, and highlighted the fact that both parties agreed to strengthen their alliance.
この5分の会談の間でできるだけ早期にお会いしようということを確認をするとともに、日米同盟さらにより高い次元により高い段階に引き上げていこうということで一致をいたしました。
While Chinese President Xi Jinping, in a message to Mr. Trump, called for stable, healthy and sustainable ties. He's also stressed the need for dialogue and communication to properly manage differences and expand mutually beneficial cooperation. There have been growing concerns about more aggressive tariffs on Chinese goods under a new Trump administration. CNA's Olivia Xiong tells us more about how Beijing is preparing for the possible rise in trade tensions.
Well, experts are predicting that China will have to adopt a tough policy towards the U.S. if Mr. Trump makes good on some of his campaign promises. The biggest issues, though, will remain, namely trade, technology, and the self-ruled island of Taiwan. When it comes to trade and Mr. Trump's pledge to impose an additional 60% tariffs on Chinese goods, China's foreign ministry today again saying that it does not respond to hypothetical questions. But this time, the spokesperson did say that when it comes to a trade war, this benefits no one. And even though observers say that, Mr. Trump is likely to make good on his promises, and we could see China adopt some short-term tit-for-tat measures, as we have seen in the past. Some are also expecting a bigger economic stimulus package to be announced. But will it be all bad for the economy? There are some observers who say that Mr. Trump may be a more pragmatic negotiator. He's more focused on the trade deficit and closing that gap.
Our Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi also speaking to and congratulating Mr. Trump. He was reportedly one of the first world leaders to do that. Mr. Trump also praising Mr. Modi, describing him as, quote, a magnificent man. For more details, Neha Pune joins us live from New Delhi. Neha, both leaders enjoyed a somewhat cozy relationship they have done in the past. Can we expect more of the same in the next 4 years?
Well, it certainly looks like that New Delhi is hoping for that. The government has expressed optimism about Trump's return to the White House, saying that there are a lot of areas of convergences and that the two leaders, that's Trump and Mr. Modi, are looking forward to working together in areas of defense, strategy, also talking about their, joint desire to see a return of global peace, a reference to both the conflict in Gaza and in Ukraine. Many analysts and former ambassadors and diplomats I've been speaking to say that there's a reason why New Delhi is welcoming Trump with open arms. Even though a Trump presidency will come with its own sets of uncertainties and elements of surprise, he's still a known element to New Delhi, and he knows New Delhi as well. You'll have seen that in the tweet that Mr. Modi put out, as well as in that summary of his conversation with Donald Trump that happened very soon after he declared victory. The message was that Mr. Modi was talking to a friend, and it appears this camaraderie and this friendship is going to underpin this relationship going forward as well. There may be divergences on the issue of Russia, but India hoping that as well as trade issues and questions of immigration can be resolved through dialogue.
Oh, thanks. Neha Pune reporting live to us there from New Delhi.